Hi, it's been a hot minute since I posted here, but I am so back. I am back with a exclusive interview with one of my favorite authors. And when I tell you guys, I am screaming, crying, throwing up because I'm like still shaking. I just finished the interview with a USA Today bestselling author. She wrote the Edge of Darkness trilogy, The Web of Silence Duet, and she wrote an Emmy book with Harley Beck, and she also has a book that's out, which is a dark fantasy romance. So you're probably wondering, is it Leigh Rivers? You're right. I know. I'm still so shocked. I still can't believe that this happened. But yeah, we got an interview with her. And just a PSA, this whole interview will be full of spoilers. So if you haven't read her books, just be careful going in. Also, she is an anonymous author, so her camera will be off the entirety of the interview. So thank you for respecting her privacy. Truly appreciate it. But yeah, I hope you have so much fun watching this. Enjoy.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, thank God, it's my computer.
Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. I was like so confused.
Oh, no, it's me. I don't know, it's my laptop wasn't working for some reason.
Okay. Well, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I am so sorry for the confusion about the time. For some reason, me and time zones are just not very good.
Oh, no, that's alright. That's alright.
How are you today?
Yeah, I'm good. Feeding and I just had a nap, so.
Oh, that's good. Naps are good. But yeah, thanks for joining me. I am gonna be asking you 10 questions for today. And yeah, we can get started if you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so first question that I have for you is, when was the first time that you thought of becoming a writer, and what inspired you?
So I was studying biomed at the time. And I was reading like fan fiction on Wattpad, and I just decided that I'll try one myself. It wasn't fan fiction; it was just normal fiction. And and then it just started something.
Started from there. You started writing in Wattpad. How was that journey? Like, when did you decided that you wanted to self-publish your books that you've written in Wattpad?
It was meant to just be a hobby, and I was meant to be a scientist. So.
Oh yeah.
And I got real fun, I guess. And then there was loads of readers that was coming, and then I was more interested in doing that than I was studying. So I just like, oh, let's go for it.
Let's go for it. Yeah. So what were your like troubles into like doing self-publish? Like, did you had any background with publishing? Like, what was your process when it comes to like at that point where you were like, oh, how about like we just publish this book? Like, I wasn't sure. You published Insatiable first, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how was like the process with that?
Well, I didn't have a clue what I was doing, to be fair. But I was like, I seen some other writers from Wattpad who were publishing, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a shot as well. And one of my friends, Avery, was kind of like helping me, like the process and how to do arcs and all this other stuff. And then I just went for it.
Yeah. Now look at you. How many books later? Like 6 or 7?
I think there's 8 out now.
8 now? Damn.
Is there 7? 8? I don't know.
It's amazing. Can you share your like writing process? Like, what does a writing day looks like for you?
I have the most unorganized, unprepared writing process ever.
Yeah.
It's quite unhealthy as well, because I usually just stay up for nights upon nights, and instead of having like a set schedule of when to write, and because I'm not like a planner or anything, I don't plot everything. I just write and see what happens, and it's probably the worst way to do it, because when I go back to it the second time, there's plot holes, there's inconsistencies, and I don't have much sleep.
So you prefer writing at night? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I can't write during the day. It's impossible.
Yeah. So you said you don't outline your books, so you just like write as you go?
Yeah. I need to like change that though.
I mean, like, it's still amazing. Like, you write as you go, and now your books are like amazing. I love your books so much. Yeah. So, has any of your characters been inspired by your personality, or like, is there like a moment in your personal life that inspired a character or a scene?
Definitely not Olivia. Stacey probably a little bit, but other than that, I wouldn't say that I have much similarities to them, just because their lives that they have.
Did Aria inspired by you by chance? Because she's also like a doctor.
Actually, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
At the time, I was also studying biomed at the time as well. So, but when in the book, when they were, she was doing like the TED Talk sort of thing, I was doing a paper at the time on the same subject. So it helped me like figure out doing my studies at the same time as like writing.
That's awesome. It's like your two worlds collided. All right. So everyone's probably curious about this question. What inspired you to write the Edge of Darkness trilogy? And I'm always like curious on like how books are conceived. Like, how did this idea of writing this whole world in the Edge of Darkness trilogy came to you?
Oh, did the signal go?
The Edge of Darkness trilogy. Hello?
Oh no, the signal just went.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, sorry. Do you want me to repeat it again?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Sorry. So what inspired you to write the Edge of Darkness trilogy? Like, how did you come up with the idea of this world? And yeah.
Well, I also wrote Psychotic Obsession first in 2020.
Okay.
And also, spoiler, Tobias doesn't get the girl yet. And I wanted to write a version of Tobias who does win. And yeah, then I was like, oh, well, I've had a son, so I could just do that with kids. And that's why I wrote the trilogy.
Nice. So you wrote Tobias' story first, and then you're like, oh, let's actually write a son, the second generation. I love it.
Yeah.
How did you decide to write like a longer story with Kate and Stacy, like than Tobias and Arya? Because Tobias and Arya only have one book so far, and then Edge of Darkness has 3, and their story is very long.
On Wattpad, it was insatiable. It was just all the one book. And the story just kept growing, arms and legs. And it kept going and going. And yeah, but it turned out also into the trilogy. But it was very unintentional. It's supposed to be like a quick novella, and then it's turned into something else.
Yeah, it just started speaking more to you, and you're like, you know what? Let me keep writing.
Yeah.
Everyone loves it. Everyone ate it up. It was rough, but it was all worth it.
That was a fun ride.
Yeah. Reading that trilogy was something else. I think about them on the daily.
The trilogy is probably the most favourite story it's been to write. Like, it's not... I know also Little Stranger and Little Liars kind of like popped off first.
Yeah.
But like Kate and Stacey are my babies.
Yeah. I love them. They're my favorite. So Tobias Mitchell. So you said you first started writing his book. Tobias Mitchell's my papi. That's my favorite dope I've ever, read. So what inspired you to write his character, and what made you decide to write him and Arya's book?
To be honest, I was bored and I wanted to write a really dark character.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of Tobias's struggles and stuff like that was personal to me as well. And when I started writing his struggles, it felt like it was helping me.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kept going, and then Tobias Mitchell was born, I guess.
Yeah. Is there any celebrity or anyone that you inspired his character?
Oh no, see when I write, I don't see faces.
Mm-hmm.
I see what they're wearing. I see their hairstyle,
mm-hmm.
and I hear their voice, but I don't. Everybody's faceless.
Okay. Nice. So yeah, the way you approach mental health in your books, is truly amazed me. I love dark romance books with mental health representations on them. I think they're the most, they leave a mark in my, in me, especially the Edge of Darkness trilogy. And now, after reading Psychotic Obsession, I'm
yeah,
in my feels. Was there any challenges when it comes to writing the mental health scenes in your books?
it was probably the easiest to write.
Oh, really?
Just because it's from experience. With
Mm.
some of, obviously, a lot of it isn't, but a lot of the scenes that were personal, or it was when I was doing neuroscience, so I was looking into a lot of stuff with that. So they were probably the hardest things to write is kissing scenes and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
They're the ones I struggle with.
Yeah. Wow. So you can write mental health representations really easily, but kissing scene is oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally get that.
Love and absolutely not. Give them a breakdown, then that's fine.
Yeah. Oh my god, the mental health breaks in Tobias's book is absolutely phenomenal. It's absolutely insane, and it's so realistic. I love non-HEA books. I eat those books up. And I think you did Psychotic Obsession really realistically. So I'm
Yeah,
obsessed.
thank you.
I love it a lot. Which one of your books is the most difficult to write? Which book had you had the most hard time writing?
That's a good question, actually. Probably Voracious.
Okay.
Because it has so much going on in Voracious, and there's no I don't want to say spoilers.
It's gonna be all spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers everywhere. Restitution's also the book where everything starts to fix itself, whereas Voracious is just they're just stuck in a shitstorm. So that was probably the most difficult to write, because even I just wanted the characters to sort their shit.
Yeah.
They didn't.
And reading Voracious, I was sending my friend so many voicemails. I was like, what's going on? Everyone's not having a good time. And I hated Chris so much. Chris and Bernadette, I just want to get into the book and then just punch them in the face, But those characters are so unique. I think you really wrote Chris and Bernadette and the husband, I can't remember his name now, characters so well. Everyone hated them. Everyone hated them. Did you have anyone in mind when you were writing those characters? You're oh yeah, this girl was mean to me some before, so I'm gonna write you as my villain or something. I know some authors do that.
Yeah. Probably not Bernadette. I don't know anybody in real life who's as bad as her, but a lot of people know Chris. So with Chris, when I was writing him, like, I obviously had a lot of people in my head that I was thinking of, but I was like, oh, fuck you all.
I know, right? If I'm an author, I would do the same, literally. But, so what was your I made it moment in your writing career?
The other day, I hit the USA Today bestsellers list.
Yeah, oh my god, congratulations.
And that's just been surreal since.
Yeah, congratulations. I saw that and I was like, oh, you deserve the world. Oh my goodness. But, can you tell us anything about any of your upcoming projects this year or next year?
Oh, there's a co-write coming. I can't say anything about that.
Anything that you can tell us. Any crumbs, we'll take it.
People probably already know who it is I'm writing with. She's like one of my best friends. But I can't say it. It's still a surprise.
Yeah, you're good.
And I've been writing a love triangle.
Okay.
And it's in that universe, so people probably already know who it is.
Okay. Is there any news about Luciella and is that how you pronounce her name? Luciella?
Yeah.
And Base's
I've seen a lot
book?
of people pronouncing her name differently.
Yeah.
But it's just Luciella.
Luciella. Oh my god, I remember asking you, like, how do you pronounce Ewan's name? Because everyone's like Ewan, and I was like, let me ask her.
Ewan, like, so many people have called him, what is it they've been calling him?
Ewan or Ewan.
Yeah, Ewan. It's just Ewan.
Ewan.
Ewan McGregor.
Oh my god. Speaking of him, like, his character in Psychotic Obsession, like, literally gave me a whiplash. Because I was not familiar with his game. Like, this man is fully tad, like, you know, looks like a bad boy. And in the Edge of Darkness trilogy, he was just like a cutie patootie. But in Psychotic Obsession, oh my god. Everyone was shocked.
Yeah, I don't really describe Ewan much in the trilogy, just because he's like a background character. It doesn't get his own story.
Yeah.
Technically. But also in like Psychotic Obsession, I had to show why Aria chose him. It's not that she chose him. Like, if Tobias was out, she would have 100% chose him.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ewan.
Honestly, I truly appreciated his character in Psychotic Obsession. I, like, love him so much. If Tobias wasn't in the picture, I'm probably gonna be a Ewan. He's probably gonna be my favorite. Like, it's good. I love his character. But yeah, speaking of Luciella and Base's book, is there any news for their books this year or maybe next year that you can tell us?
Because their books need to come last in that generation.
Okay.
They need to wait.
They need to wait. Oh no!
Yeah, they need to wait.
People are gonna be like,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. You can do whatever you want. You're the author.
Adrix and Xander need to have their book with Abigail first.
Okay.
So that's a love triangle between them. And then obviously it needs to be Base's duet / trilogy. I'm not sure on that part yet.
Okay.
And then the legacy is obviously the one and only generation film.
Oh, is that the only?
So always needs to come.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
so Malachi's son and Kate's daughter is the only book that's going to be that generation.
Okay.
And that's it. It's the end of that entire universe.
Okay. Maybe. I'm just kidding. I'm excited for that. Like, Malachi and Olivia's daughter, you said? And then Kate and Stacy's son? Maybe?
Oh, no, Malachi's son. Kate's daughter.
Kate's daughter. Oh yeah, that's right. Because on the end of Little Liar, they had like a scene in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. Like, I can't wait to see them as parents, especially Kate and Stacy, the babies.
Oh, I know.
I'm gonna be in shambles. Like, all your books leave me in shambles. But okay. For the readers, like, that wants to get into your universe, like, and get into your books, what reading order would you suggest?
Oh, right, I've seen so many videos.
I know, there's so many different, like, variation. I posted something before, and I took it down because I don't think it was the right one, so.
I think everybody has like, their own preference of how they read the universe. I would recommend to have a better experience is to read the trilogy first.
Okay.
Because if you read Psychotic Obsession first, you're not going to have the same experience. But in the trilogy, a lot of people fall in love with Tobias.
Yeah.
So when you're reading his book, you feel more towards him. But if you read Psychotic Obsession first, you're going to be like, who the fuck is this asshole?
Who is this guy? I know. Everyone's going to be like Ewan. Like, why didn't she not choose him?
Yeah.
Like, you know.
But and then also the duet after that. After the duet will be the Reznikov brothers book. Then Base's duet / trilogy.
Okay.
And then, the legacy.
The legacy. Nice. So, now it clears. It clears it up. This is the correct reading order, okay? Leigh already said it. But, yeah, those are all the questions I have. We answered it really quick.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Is there like anything that you wanted to tell everyone? Like any message to your readers or something?
I think everybody knows, to be fair, but like this summer, like every single one of my audiobook comes out.
Oh yeah.
So Psychotic Obsession, Little Liar, the trilogy, Satanic Shadows, and Chokehold.
Are they all coming out this summer by chance?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I'm excited. I am gonna be rereading everything. Once it come out. Like, it's gonna be painful, but it's gonna be so good. Especially the trilogy. It's gonna be Teddy Hamilton and Lucy Rivers, right?
Oh God, I know.
Oh, those are my favorite narrators. Oh my god.
It's multicast though.
Oh yeah.
So the audiobooks it's not, I don't think it's been announced for the trilogy yet, so I can't have it. I think it's only Little Liar it's been announced as the full cast.
Yeah. I think so
there's
too.
going to be a full cast for the trilogy as well.
Yeah. Are you so excited? Did you choose like who the new narrators are, or did you do like an audition? Yeah. That's awesome.
No, I knew when I heard Grayson, I just knew that he'd be perfect. And then Teddy's obviously Teddy, so.
Yeah. Oh my god, Grayson is one of my favorite narrators. I'm an audiobook girly. I have not picked up like an actual book in like a long time because I'm always like on audio or like on Kindle, in my Kindle. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. When Lucy Rivers says it, she would be Stacey, like my husband, I was like screaming to him. Because Lucy Rivers is a phenomenal narrator as well, and so is Heather. I adore Heather.
Yeah, I met Lucy Rivers last year, and she was so sweet, and she narrated a lot of like my favorite books, and I was just like, I'm gonna eat it up.
Yeah.
I love her so much. So, but yeah, thank you so much for joining me. This is like insane.
Thanks for having me.
No, thanks for giving me the opportunity. You're one of my favorite authors, and I love you so much. It's such an honor. I'm gonna ask you that question. So Tobias, Aria, and Ewan, have you ever thought of them having, you know, a little three-way for the bitches?
Yeah, there's gonna be bonus content down the line. where I'll be writing scenes, but it's not going to be a case of like she's be getting Eiffel Towered. It's more Tobias is going to do stuff to Aria in front of Ewan.
Yeah.
And Ewan will like watching. So there will be bonus scenes like that.
Okay.
I didn't write it into Psychotic Obsession because it would have went against that version of his character.
Yeah.
Whereas I know they're like way older in the Edge of Darkness trilogy, but they can still have fun.
Yeah. Older people can still get it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. But you said Tobias lets Ewan watch them, but not the other way around, because Tobias is way too possessive to be, watched.
And it would hurt him, and he would hurt Ewan.
Poor baby. He's gonna break his little heart. Oh.
Yeah.
I love Tobias so much.
He's a darling.
I want that man. I was telling my husband, I was like, oh, this character is my favorite. And he's like, what's his character like? And I was like, you don't want to know? My husband is way too much of a golden retriever.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, well, thanks for...
My husband's reading the trilogy.
Oh, yeah.
He really likes Tobias in the trilogy, so he's going to read Psychotic Obsession.
Oh my goodness. I love that. I love that he reads your books. I love it.
Yeah. He DNF Little Stranger.
Oh.
But it's fine. It's perfectly acceptable considering. But yeah, no, he likes the trilogy.
Oh, nice. I love the trilogy too. I really love Little Liar. I cried so much. Oh, yeah. I have a question about that. Malachi, is that how you correctly pronounce his name?
Malachi.
Malachi, yeah. It's such a unique name, telling you. But his representation with him like not being able to speak like due to trauma, I think like you did that really, really well. Like,
oh, thank you.
Yeah, what inspired his character?
I think because a lot of people don't have a voice. And I was kind of taking Stacey an example because she does have a vocal voice, but she didn't have any control, and she couldn't. Also, by the way, Chris had his hands on her throat, basically. Whereas with Malachi, he has a voice, but in his own way. Yeah. I think plus as well, my son has a lot of like history with mutism and like sign language and stuff like that as well. So it was kind of easy to write Malachi. Yeah. He was way easier to write Kate than writing Kate. Really? Yeah, I'm always like curious like how different characters was like inspired of, like, so. But yeah, Malachi's character was so unique, and I think you did really well with like his representation. So I love it. Oh, thank you. Yeah. But yeah. Thanks again for this interview. But yeah, that just happened. I just want to say thank you so much to Leigh Rivers and her team, especially Tyler, for giving me this amazing opportunity to interview her. And I hope you had so much fun watching the whole thing. But yeah, if you want me to interview other authors, just put in a comment who do you want to see. And thank you so much for watching this. Bye.